Chair.
I call Jami-Lee Ross.
I move that the question be now put.
I call Clayton Mitchell.
On behalf of New Zealand First to take a call on this bill, and I think this is another indication somewhere else that the national government have come out and shown their mean-spiritedness. It's short-sighted and mean-spirited. In actual fact, looking around the room tonight, we're hearing a lot of support for the intent of this bill, but having that eligibility clause in there, Mr Ducey, has some serious implications and some unfairness with New Zealand citizens. Mr Ducey, I have to say you've got a chance to do some homework and do something about this instead of just sitting there playing on your phone right now. The reality is this piece of legislation, if we unite together as a parliament, can actually make some serious changes for those people that need some help. We know, New Zealand First knows that the population, like the rest of the parties in this chamber, understand that the populations in these small minority island are actually in the decline. And to put this, not to accept the supplementary order paper will actually just enhance that exit migration which is happening in those islands. And who's going to be picking up the pieces in the likes of these small realmed islands? It's going to be New Zealand. And the fact that it was pointed out that they are in governance of their own shows that they are doing everything that they can to minimise the impact on the cost that New Zealand is putting forward in aid and support to those island nations. And we heard Anne Tolley stand up and speak for a very brief moment when she was comparing apples and kiwi fruit. And the reality is they had no similarity when we're talking about other parts of the world that you want to compare these islands that are part of our realm. What we should be specifically talking about and comparing them to are the other island nations that are surrounding New Zealand, the likes of Stewart Island, Matakana Island, Great Barrier Island. Goodness me, are we going to start disenfranchising those New Zealanders as well? Because they are adding to our New Zealand's currency, they're adding to New Zealand's popularity and doing everything that they can to add a wider diversity to this country. And to disenfranchise those islanders for the simple reason that they live so far away in an isolated island, we should be seriously looking at that supplementary order paper. And you can sit there and laugh all you like, but the reality is this is very serious for those people that grow up in these island nations. All right, and if we could just get rid of this mean-spiritedness that this national government is having, showing us time and time again, you know, everything that they can do to rip a little bit away, then I think we could actually all get along. And like Cadbury said, wouldn't it be nice if the world was made of chocolate, but wouldn't it be nice if you could seriously see the sense in a supplementary order paper that the Right Honourable Winston Peters has put forward to actually make a difference to those island people living so close but yet so far away from New Zealand. Yes, the intent of the bill is absolutely supported because it does make sense, but you're missing a key point. You're putting a condition on it that shouldn't be put there for those disenfranchised people that don't specifically live under the roof and umbrella of New Zealand. Thank you, Mr Chair. That's all I have to say at this stage.